Welcome back. Now, the battle for Kerala that is also heating up with a major political controversy taking centre stage, with Congress Party President Mallikarjun Kharge sparking a row with his remarks that has triggered sharp reaction from the BJP. Now, he has directed his attack on Prime Minister Modi and the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, claiming that the people of Kerala are too educated to be misled. He went on to claim that the voters in Gujarat, whom he referred to be as illiterates, allegedly could be influenced more easily. Now, at the same time, while praising awareness of Keralites, Kharge said that you cannot fool the people of Kerala.
Don't misguide the people of Kerala. They are very clever. They are educated. Modi ji, Vijay, you both can fool people who are illiterate in Gujarat or in other place, but you can't fool Kerala people.
The BJP, meanwhile, has hit back strongly, calling Mallikarjun Kharge's remarks against Gujaratis insulting and divisive, saying that this shows the divide and rule policy of the Congress, also saying that the Congress has abused the people of Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh, calling them as illiterates just because they don't vote for the Congress.
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has once again made a shocking comment against people of Gujarat, people of North India. This shows the divide and rule policy of the Congress. They have abused people of Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh and called them illiterate just because they don't vote for Congress. So Congress loses election, they abuse Janta. Now they are abusing entire Gujarat. They are abusing North India. Does Gujarat Congress agree? Does Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav agree with this? It shows that Congress party wants to only divide the people. First they divided on religious lines, now on language lines, now on the lines of state. They always want to divide India and abuse the voters who don't vote for them.
Now, some weeks ago, TMC's Mahua Moitra also drew a comparison between Gujaratis and Bengalis, sparking a massive political controversy, where she had claimed that Bengalis led India's fight for independence, questioning the contribution of Gujaratis. But she also went on to question the Gujaratis, asking that 68% of the people who were killed and incarcerated in Kalapani were Bengalis, followed by Punjabis. Can you name even one Gujarati who was there apart from your big hero Veer Savarkar, who only wanted to sit and write an apology letter? Well, that seems to be the contradiction that has also been drawn by the BJP.
Bengalis are a very proud race. We led the war on independence against the British. Who were the Gujaratis? When you go to Kalapani, who do you see? 68% of the names of the people who were killed in who were incarcerated in Kalapani were Bengalis, followed by Punjabis. Can you name me one Gujarati who was there? Apart from your big hero, Veer Savarkar, who only wanted to sit and write apology letters. Please let us know. Please let us know. And you have taken those people, and when we are working everywhere trying to earn an honest living, over 2,000 Bengali migrants, 2,000 documented, have been abused, criminalized, facing harassment, called Rohingyas, spat on, beaten up, lynched, pregnant women pushed across the border. This is what you've done to Bengalis. 107 Bengali workers have been rescued, not from unemployment, but from bondage, tied up in rooms, 40 people, 50 people kept illegally confined. I myself have called police in different states in Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra and got people released.
Well, Maharashtrian, not Gujarati. As far as details coming in, we'll get you more on the war front. That's a wrap on this edition of the Morning News Hour. See you on the other side with the latest headlines.